There is a passport program that most people have never heard of, and is one of the fastest citizenship by investment programs in the entire world. And I'm talking about Vanuatu. It's a small island nation in the South Pacific. Its population is around 300,000 people, and if you hadn't heard of it, you could probably not find it on a map. But here is what makes it extraordinary. If you qualify, and most people would, you can actually hold a second passport in as little as 30 days. Not 30 months, not 30 years, yes, 30 days you could get a citizenship on this island. So my name is Joseph Boll. I'm from Frederick Capital, and in this video I'm going to break down exactly how the Vanuatu citizenship program works, what it costs, what you get, and most importantly, if it would make sense for you and your family. So let's talk about it. Let's get into the details. So first, why does a second passport even matter? Well, we live in a world that is changing fast. In fact, it's changing very fast. Tax laws are changing, banking restrictions are tightening, travel restrictions, they can appear overnight. And for high earners and business owners, or people just generally looking to start a new life, the question is no longer whether you need a plan B, the question is how quickly can you get one. Now, a second passport gives you options. It gives you the freedom to live, work, travel, and structure your finances in a way that works for you, not just for the country you happen to be born in. And Vanuatu is one of the fastest, most affordable ways to get there. So let's talk a little bit more about the program itself. Vanuatu Citizenship by Investment Program is called the Development Support Program. It's a fully government-run, fully legal, and has been operating since 2017. It's not just some grey area scheme. This is a sovereign government offering citizenship in exchange for a direct contribution to the nation's development fund. Now, the minimum investment starts at $130,000 for a single application, and that goes up to $180,000 if you want to include your whole family, spouse, children, etc., etc. The contribution is not refundable. This is not a property purchase. It is not a fund investment. You're just making a direct financial contribution to the Vanuatu government. And in return, you will receive a full citizenship. And here is the part that surprises most people. There's no residency requirement. None. Nada. You do not have to live there. You do not have to visit. You don't have to spend a single night on the island. You apply, you're approved, you pay, and then you receive your passport. That is it. That is the deal. So what would the Vanuatu passport actually give you? Well, it's a member of the Commonwealth, and the passport gives you visa-free or visa on arrival access to over 90 countries. This includes United Kingdom, Hong Kong, Singapore, Russia, and most of the Caribbean. Now, I want to be honest with you. 90 countries, it is not the strongest passport in the world. Turkey, for example, gives you better access. Malta gives you a lot more. But if pure passport strength is your main goal, Vanuatu is not the top of the list. Still pretty good though. But Vanuatu is not competing on passport strength. It's competing on two other things, speed and price. And those two metrics are very important, and nothing in the world comes close to what they're offering. A $130,000 donation, get a passport in 30 days, no residency, no interview, no language test, no visa required. If you want a second passport and you want it fast, Vanuatu is in a category of its own. So here is where it gets really interesting. Because if you're a high earner and investor, Vanuatu has no income tax, no capital gains tax, no inheritance tax, no wealth tax. The tax is zero. So think about what that means. If you're earning a pretty good significant income from investments, from a business, digital assets, property, and you want a legal, legitimate way to restructure your tax, Vanuatu is one of the most powerful tools anywhere in the world. Now, I want to be clear. Tax planning is complex, and you do need professional advice. I'm not an accountant, I sell passports. But if you get the right advice, and it's pretty easy to do, you can set up a structure that exists. The framework is there, and for the right person, the combination of Vanuatu passport and the right residency structure can be genuinely life-changing. So we've seen clients reduce their effective tax rate dramatically, down to zero, by combining a Vanuatu citizenship with a residency in a low tax jurisdiction, Paraguay or Dubai, for example. It is entirely legal, it is above board, and it starts with an investment of $130,000. So let me talk you through the actual process step by step. Step one, you prepare your application, and we can help with that. This includes your personal documents, background checks, criminal record check, source of funds, and due diligence. We basically have to make sure you're a stand-up individual. Step two, your application is submitted to the Vanuatu government. They conduct their own independent due diligence review, but we'd have done it first with you to make sure you're more or less gonna comply. And this takes generally between 30 and 60 days, but we are seeing, like I said earlier, within 30 days. Step three, once your application is approved, you make the contribution directly to the government. That's who you pay. You pay the Vanuatu government. And step four, they issue your passport. It's that simple. And like I say, this can happen within 30 days of payment being received. Make the payment, 30 days later, your passport arrives in the post. And yes, they can ship them internationally. So passport in your hand pretty quick. This is faster than any other citizenship by investment on the planet right now. There's no interview, no language test, no residency requirements. You don't need to visit Vanuatu at any part in the process. So who is this actually for? Vanuatu makes the most sense if you are earning $150,000 or more per year. You're looking for a legal way to reduce your tax burden, you want a second passport quickly, and you cannot wait years for a European passport program. So if you want a plan B for yourself, your family, in the case the world changes, as it's doing, or if you want the most affordable entry point into a legitimate citizenship by investment program in the world, well, if any of those apply to you, I would love to have a conversation. You can book a call with me or my team at Frederick Capital. We will look at your situation and tell you the honest opinion about whether Vanuatu is right for you and what other programs might be a good fit. There's no obligation, no pressure. We can just have a straight conversation and talk about your options. So as I said, my name is Joseph Boll. I head Frederick Capital. Thank you for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.